Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Amanda. If we haven't met before, welcome. This is Otto. He wants to hang out, but he's going to go onto his bed. Go to your bed. Go. That's a good boy. Go lay down. So welcome. I just wanted to get on here and do about 30 minutes of just a flow for you today. So hope that finds you well at home. And we'll get started in a forward fold standing. So finding your way to your mat, any props that you'd like to use, blocks, bolsters, straps, anything like that, make sure you have them as we go. You're welcome to incorporate them as they fit your practice. And always remember to honor your body, your practice, and you. I just serve as the guide here. So take what you wish and leave what you don't. So as you find your way to the front of your mat, put a really big bend in the knees. Let the head hang heavy. Right hand, left bicep. Left hand locks into the right elbow. And then just let your head hang. Finding a ragdoll here. Softening through the back of the leg. Letting the hip points, the sitting bones lift up to the sky. And then maybe just find a little movement. As you find some movement, maybe shift it front to back. And then when you feel ready for some stillness, just soften into that fold. Take a slow breath in. And a longer empty out. Breathe deeply. And exhale fully. Letting the belly start to hook up under the ribs, engaging your center. And then just melt heavy. Just a couple more here, finding some grounding through the feet, some steadiness, rooting through all four corners. Letting the head and arms hang as heavy as they can. Letting the chest start to drape a little heavier towards the thigh bones. And then as you're ready, release the hand. Find your way to a halfway lift. So hands press off the shins, back flattens, belly hooks up and in, head pulls forward, shoulders hug back. You can keep the feet apart or you can toe heel them together and really lengthen. Wrap the biceps in towards the chest. Squeeze the belly. Pull the crown forward. Stay for one more and then let the arms float up like wings. Really hug the shoulders up and back. Breathe in. Squeeze the belly. Press the hips back and the head forward. Two more. Inhale. Chin is neutral. Gaze is about 1.5 to 2 in front of those big toes. One more. Stay. Let the hands come to heart center. Soften the knees and then stand yourself up tall. You can keep the thumbs pressing into the sternum or release them to your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulders over hips, hips over heels, belly up and in. Spine stacks from tailbone to the crown. One more here, breathe in. And breathe out. Let the feet again walk out wide if they were together, arms up high. Grab onto that left wrist and then just give yourself a tug over to the right. Breathe, root down through the feet. Lungs empty, maybe turn the chin up. Another inhale. And an exhale, squeeze your glutes. Come up to center, reach. And then draw over to the left. Hips press to the right, tugging that right arm across, lengthening through the rib cage. But stay long in the left side as well. Up to center, breathe in. And then arms out wide, fold in half. And then refine that ragdoll. Head drops heavy. Breathe deeply. And stay. So as we lift to a halfway lift this time, see if you can bring your forearms to connect to your third eye. Pull up and flat with those locked arms. Really squeeze the glutes, send the shoulders back towards the hips, but pull the head forward. Take one more, and then refold, ragdoll. Release the hands to earth, let the feet walk together to touch. Halfway lift, lengthen, flat back, press away. And then hands down, step the feet back, high plank. They can touch or be hip distance. Knees can be up or down with the toes up for a modification. Just try not to let the hips stick up or let the belly sag. So we want a nice flat line. Pelvis tucks under. If you have the knees down, it's knees, hips, shoulders, head. And if you have the toes rooting into earth, that line is from the head to the heels. Press the earth away. Take a breath. Stay. One more. And then up to down dog. Let the hips lift. Root down through the heels. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then check in with the feet and the hands. So hip distance and shoulder distance. The whole palm presses into earth. The heels do not have to touch. They're just rooting down. Chest drapes up towards the thighs. Belly scoops up to the ribs and stay. You can hold here still or up on toes. Try not to come forward. And then draw the right heel down, bending the left knee. Inhale up to toe. And switch. Left heel roots, right knee bends. We'll do that a couple more times. Rise and lift. Sink and lower. Inhale to rise. And exhale, shift. One more. Inhale, lift. Both heels come down together. And then let the feet step together to touch. And the right leg starts up hip height. If that feels good, stay. If you'd like, stack that hip up and to the sky. Starting to look up under the right armpit, fan out the toes. Root down through the left heel, hug the belly up. And then lengthen through the sole of the right foot. Take a breath. And then maybe drop that knee, roll out the ankle, maybe roll out the hip. And then leg lifts back up, long reach and breathe. And then this time as you exhale, step it down but behind the left. So cross-legged dog. Root down through the heels, pull the belly up. Squeeze the thigh bones together. So we'll work our way back to our toes using our belly. Start to tiptoe the fingers and the palms back. If you would prefer to use a prop here to find earth with the hands, blocks, or anything that you have at your house to do so. Chest drapes towards the thighs, head drops heavy. Breathe in. Maybe wrap the arms around those crossed legs, pull yourself together. And remember, as we have crossed legs, our balance might be a little more challenged. So breathe into that space and just move where it takes you today. As you're ready, lift halfway off of those crossed legs, flat back, pull apart, and then fold. Find your way back to that cross dog, walking forward. And then unwind, right leg lifts up wide and open. And let it join the left downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath in. And sink the heels. We'll pedal out again, rise to toes. Right heel down, left knee bends. Inhale to rise. And exhale to switch. Breathe in, come on up. And sink both, rooting down. Again, re-wrap those biceps in. Root down through the right foot, and then slowly let that left leg either come up hip height or start to stack it up and open. Gazes at your right big toe, up to your right thigh, or then starting to look up and under the left armpit towards the left foot. Press down through the thumb pads all the way through the finger pads. Breathe deeply through the nose and exhale slowly. Breathe in. Hug the arms in towards center, shoulders down towards hips. One more. Exhale out. Get a little taller, maybe bend that knee. And then roll out the ankle, maybe roll out the hip. Re-lengthen that leg long, fill up. And then left leg behind the right, cross at the thigh bone. So adjust the feet as you need, sink the heels. Pull the belly and squeeze the thigh. So really lift up through the sit bones. Feel that stretch through the outer hip crease, the hamstring. And then we'll tiptoe the fingers back on your inhale. And then your exhale folds you heavier towards those crossed thighs. Really lift up through the back of the glutes. Let the hips try to stay above the heels, so not leaning back, but stacking vertically. And then head drops heavy. Again, any props or tools you like to use here that suit you. And we'll lift halfway off of those shins, flatten and lengthen, hook the belly up, head away. And then fold. Walk yourself back forward. And then unwind. Left foot joins the right. Take a breath. And stay. On your next inhale, come up to your toes. And then just re-sink your heels. So we'll pull back forward into that high plank. And then this time we'll find earth. So pull the head and shoulders forward, scoop the belly up. Again, you can always drop knees. And then slowly lower with control all the way to earth. Flatten the tops of the feet, step the hands back so they're at the small part of the rib cage, elbows high. And then on your inhale, pull your heart up, baby cobra, press the feet and thighs down. Exhale to lower. Do that again, inhale, roll up. Exhale to lower. Another Bhujangasana, maybe this time the arms start to straighten, but try not to let the neck become the shoulders and the ears, so make sure they're all pulling away, maybe looking up. Elbows soften, wave yourself back down. After your Bhujangasana, your Cobra pose, or if you like, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog, thighs float, heart lifts, glutes squeeze to midline. And then chin to chest, belly scoops up, roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale to rise. And exhale to sink, feet touch, right leg up, reach it. And exhale, cross it behind left. Take an in breath. And then exhale, find your way to a cross-legged fold at the back. Flatten and lift out, lengthen. We'll add a little bit this time. Exhale, fold. Come up to the sky, reach, arms out wide. Keep that cross leg. And then exhale, swan dive, wide with the arms. Head falls last. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Stay. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Ekapada, Adho Mukha. Your choice, put the foot down or three-legged plank. Take an inhale, choose to drop the foot again, or chaturanga, maybe with it lifted. Toes drop, heart flips, open and up, your back bend of choice. And exhale, hips to the sky. Stay for one, reset, breathe in. And breathe out. Left leg circles up, reach it. Breathe deeply. And cross it behind the right. Take an inhale to squeeze the thighs, prepare, hook the belly. And then exhale, fingers to toes. Walk back to your cross-legged fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, refold, Uttanasana. Urdhva Hastasana, come on up, squeeze those thighs, lift, grow tall. And arms out wide, hinge from the hips. fold in half. Breathe in, re-lengthen halfway up. And as you fold, down dog with cross legs. Unwind, leg up from the left side, reach it, three-legged dog. Your choice, down dog to plank or three-legged plank. Pull the shoulders a little further forward, scoop the belly, press away, and then exhale, lower in a straight line. Toes drop, heart flips. Ooh. Lift up and open, Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise. And exhale, just sink. We'll do that one more time. Right leg circles, reach it. And right leg crosses, empty. Take a breath in. And walk it back. Breath out. As you get there, roll up to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold, tuck together. Reach, rise, grow, and come on up, lift. And spill, fold. Inhale, halfway, off of cross legs, thighs, squeeze, heart forward. Hands down, fold. Tiptoe to your dog, breathe in. Settle and stay, hips high. Right leg threads up and open, breathe. This time let the knee bend. Roll out the ankle, choose to stay or flip your dog. Right foot lands on your mat, hip distance from the left, right arm high, reach it. And then maybe that arm rolls over your head. Take that arm back up to the ceiling, lengthen. Three-legged dog, come back around. Reach and lift. And then high plank. Put the foot down or keep it up, breath in. Chaturanga of your choice. Empty halfway to earth with knees down, up to you. Your up dog or cobra, breathe in, heart open. Exhale, hips to the sky. One more side, left leg circles, reach. And left foot behind the right. Tiptoe back, take a breath. Fold into it, stay heavy, hook the ribs. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, refold. Sweep up and reach, squeeze the thigh bones, Urdhva Hastasana, get tall. And spill, pull the rib cage back towards the spine. Hook the belly up and in. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale to fold. Pull yourself back to down dog, walking forward, breathe in. Three-legged, Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana, empty. Again, you can always stay and skip any of these. Drop that left heel towards your right glute, roll out the ankle, or take a breath. And flip your dog. So you can land with the feet hip distance, so keep the hips in line, hips press up then together. And then arm overhead, root down through the feet. The left arm comes back up and then look down to the right thumb. And come around, three-legged dog. Keep that leg lifted or set the foot down to earth, your choice, high plank. And then again, knees up, down, your choice, chaturanga, halfway or come to earth. Toes drop, heart flips, scoop up and open, your back bend of choice. And then this time, knees to earth, hips to heels, child's pose. So for you, put your head to earth in your child's pose. Stay. Let yourself melt. Rock your third eye side to side. Breathing deeply. And emptying fully. In breath. Exhale. Let your third eye maybe rinse out. And then you can choose to stay in your child's pose. Or from there, come up to a table. Let the right arm circle and reach. And then tuck that right arm under, shoulder down, ear down. These left fingers can tiptoe forward. They can go across your mat. You can also come up and around the back. If you play with any leg lifts, it's the left leg. It can lift long, it can lift up, or it can walk out to the left. Maybe these peace fingers on the right hand find the toe. So your choice of what feels good through the head, the neck, and the shoulder on the right side. And remember that each side is a little different. Keep that breath moving, and again, you can always come back or stay in Balasana, child's pose. If you bound your left arm or took it across, unwind it slowly. So maybe inhale, reaching it or walking it back to midline, exhale down. Use that to help the left leg thread back if you moved it. Right arm up and open, reach. And then back to that table. Cow pose, heart forward, hips up, open throw. And belly scoops in, press away, cat. Come back to your table. We'll do that again. I'll flip around here. So hands reroute. Left arm reach in. And then thread that arm under your ear and under the right armpit. Ear down. Right fingers again walk forward or across your mat. They can go up and around. And this right leg can lift back straight or out. Maybe again these peace fingers on the right side reach for the toe. Or on the left side, reach for the right toe. And again, let this right arm go where it suits you. Each side's a little different. So letting the neck rinse out in a space that feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another inhale. And an exhale, twist open. If you move this right arm, bring it back so it lands under the shoulder. Unwind any toe grabs, right leg back long, knee drops. Press down through the right palm to sweep up through the left. And then hand back to earth. On your inhale, heart open back to your cow. And exhale to your cat. Come back to neutral, curl your toes, step your hands one step forward. And then downward facing dog. Head shakes heavy. Hips lift. And on this inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. And then find your way walking, stepping, or hopping up between the fingers. Halfway lift again, lengthen, flat spine, belly hooks up. And then exhale to fold. Come up to the sky, reach and rise, Urdhva Hastasana. And then Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift the thighs, tuck the hips, stack the shoulders. Take a breath, let the hands come to heart center. Pull the right knee up into the chest. And then we'll find those airplane wings, but this time with a lifted right leg. Thread it back. Warrior 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Hold. Lift the chest. Take it in hand. Let the right toes drop. Arms circle up. So drop your hands to your heart and then your hips. Tuck the pelvis. Drop the right foot to 90. And then let the arms come out front to back. Look over the left fingers. Warrior 2. So try not to lean forward to the left or inward towards your middle. But pull the right hip down, so sink the hips even to earth. And then let this left knee roll to the wall behind you so the thigh is open. Keep the rib cage above the hips so the left ribs stack and pull back. And the right glute squeezes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up the lungs. Squeeze from the pelvic floor up and in. Empty. One more. Stay. We'll find a little movement. So thighs pull together, arms pull up, look up. And then imagine pressing down with the hands as you sink down through the tailbone. The left knee just bends as part of the ride. Pull up, lift, draw that energy up to center. Press down through the hands, look to your left. Again, not leaning, so lifting, squeeze the inner thighs, hug them together. Sit, breath out. Just 2 more like that. Inhale to reach up, look up. Look left, press down. Last one like that. Inhale to reach. And exhale to lower. As you are ready, lift up, turn the toes to your right side, and then arms behind. So we're in a wide leg stance here. Roll the heart open. And then head drops down, hips lift. Fold in half. Hands can come overhead. If this is not comfortable to bind the hands, towels, straps, so you can clip the hips or let them find earth. Let the head drop. If your head connects to earth, walk your feet in one more time and then see if you can pull down just a little deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another inhale. And an exhale. So you are welcome to stay like this. You can walk the hands through your mat. You can walk them out forward. If you play with tripod headstand and you have safe space where you are in your house, you can drop the head. Make sure you can see your hands in that little triangle. Press through the palms. Come up onto tiptoes. Take a breath. And then hands press down. If you know the option to let the legs fly up together, you can take that, or you can stack the knees on the back of the elbows. If you have your feet lifted straight up to the sky, press up through the balls of the feet. Hug the elbows behind the shoulders. And squeeze the belly. Just a couple more. Take a breath in and out. One more. You can come back out wide. This time down, I'll show you knees to chest. So bend the knees. Start to pull them into the chest. Maybe let them reset on those tripod arms. And then see if you can let them come to earth lightly. Hands slide up, lengthen halfway. Stay. Pull the belly and then let the arms fly out like wings. Take an inhale. Exhale. So we'll work a little belly work here. Breathe in. Let the right arm cross, floor block, or anything else. Left arm high. Back wide. Breathe in. Switch. Left hand to right foot. Any place it connects or works. Back out. Flat back. Breathe in. Twist. So again, you can find the earth or any part of that leg. Wide. Breathe. Twist. Empty. Just a couple more. Take it out wide. Twist. Roll. Left arm high. One more wide. And twist. Come back to those wide arms. And then fold. Lift again. Halfway lengthen. And then walk to your right. Bend into that right knee. Adjust your feet. Drop the left foot down. And then come on up, warrior two on the other side. Sink into that right knee, pull the left shoulder back. So again, we have shoulders, hips vertically stacked. Sinking through that right knee, that leg rolls open, ankle right under that knee joint, or the knees behind the ankle, never past it. Spread the fingers out wide or hug them actively together, and then plug the shoulders down. Take a breath. Stay. Breathe in. Roll the pinky edge side of the left foot down. Just a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Slow breath in. And the longer out. Arms lift. Pull the inner thighs together. Reach up. Exhale. Press down and sit. Look right. Draw up, reach, pull together, hug the thighs. Sit down through center. The right knee bends, just coming along for the ride. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink. Tuck the ribs back to center. One more, look up, lift up. And lower. As you come up again this time, turn the right toes back to that wide stance. And then arms to hips, roll the shoulders up, hug the elbows back. And then again, spill in half. Maybe again, let the hands interlace. Or any other arm variety that suits you. Stay here. Keep breathing. Fold. Find heaviness. Take a breath. Drain out. Again, if you'd like to fly through that tripod variety, I'll walk it through sideways this time, and I'll show you the leg lifts up to the knee, or the knees up to the tripod. So head to earth, hands again are behind, and you can walk the feet in, and you'll let the knees sit up on the triceps. So one knee taps, followed by second toes pull together. You can always stay here or pull the belly up. Let the knees come together and hover. If you like to just work belly taps, you can let the knees tap the triceps. Let them lift up. Let them tap down. And let them lift up. If you like more and feel stable, the legs press together. So we're not trying to jump into our headstands. We want to protect our neck and our crown. So hug the elbows in, press through the palms, up through the balls of the feet, squeeze up through the glutes. Take a breath. Stay. One more. See if you can come back down with that same control. So heels tuck, knees pull into the chest, let them tap the triceps. And then unwind the legs slowly. You'll lift halfway, re-lengthen, maybe wide off of those shins, and then fold. So from your wide stance, turn yourself back to your right. Let the left knee drop and let the right leg come back to join. So we'll find our way coming back down to earth. Heart rolls open, hips lift. And come into that cat spine tucked together. Two more of those. Open, breathe in. Round it, breathe out. Last one, open. And around. Back to neutral, cross your ankles. And then find your way to a seat. So once you find your seat, rocking onto those sit bones, you can always sit on a pillow or a block or anything else that suits you. And then we'll take a few seated cat-cow rolls. So on the inhale, really scoop forward, roll the heart up and look up. And then chin to chest, big round, pull back. Roll it open, inhale, looking up. And exhale, send it back. Two more, roll forward, open. Round back, chin to chest. The last one, open, breathe. And chin to chest. Come back up to center. And then round back into that cat, but this time hold the chin tightly to the chest, start to go all the way back. Find earth. If this is not a comfortable space for you to roll, find a different way to get to the mat, and then let the feet walk out wide and just let them start to swish. And as they swish side to side, the next time they go to the left, let them stay there. So a little more of a gentle twist. You'll start to look to your right. Arms come out to a T. Shoulders down. Stay and breathe. Again, looking away from the directions the knees landed, so you'll look to your right. Breathe in. And out. And if you're in a little bit more of a confined space, goalpost arms are sufficient, or again, anything that suits you. Come back up to center, let those knees swish a little again. And the next time they go towards the right, again, just let them fall. You'll look to the left, shoulders down. Let the eyes close. And then again, as you're ready, come back up. Let that swish happen again. On feet plant, let the right leg lift up and cross over the left thigh. And we'll just start by pressing that right thigh away. You can stay like this or lift the chest, either grabbing the shin or the back of the thigh, whatever feels better. And then reclined pigeon, pull that left knee back towards the body. So try to line this knee up with this shoulder, so not letting it cross middle, but keeping it in line with its shoulder so that the right shin stays parallel to the ceiling above you. Press the low back down to earth. And draw the chin towards your chest. Let the eyes close. Press the right knee away from you. And just breathe. Sending your breath to those tight spaces, but also using it as a tool. Using it to remind the body that you are here on purpose, that you came here with intention, and you are okay where you are. So it might feel tight or a little uncomfortable, but even with that sensation, you're okay. And if you use your breath with that connection, you'll start to feel those spaces that are tight soften. Because the body, instead of clenching and holding on, starts to relax and reset. One more. And then let that leg unwind. Let the right foot release to earth. Again, come back to those swishing legs side to side. And then as you are ready, left leg up and across the right. Press that left thigh away. Shoulders down, chin down. You can again stay here or lifting and finding the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. And again, this right knee tracks the right shoulder. The left shin stacks the ceiling. Pull the chin down towards the chest. And again, using your breath as that connection to yourself. As you're ready, let that unwind. And then walk the feet out wide and just let them knock in, hand to belly and hand to heart. If you feel there are any additional poses you need for your practice to close down, you are free to start to take any of those at this point in time. And a few more breaths, we'll find our way to final rest or Shavasana. So if you're moving through anything else that suits you today, let it speak to you. We all come from different journeys and places. Our bodies need different things. So take a moment to tune into you, finding that final movement that is needed for your practice today. And then as you feel complete, and if that is not yet, take your time to find that space. But as you feel complete, knees draw back into the center. Curl yourself up into one final little ball. And then let everything splay out long. Shavasana, final rest. You can put a pillow over the eyes. Blocks and props under, anything that feel good. And just take a few moments here, starting with the crown, softening through the face, the jaw, unclenching the teeth. Letting the shoulders know they're supported by earth and finding heaviness. Unwind the fingers, let the hips press down, thigh bones press to earth, heels root, and the toes just spill out to whatever direction that suits them. And then soften. So I'll be quiet here for the next few moments. Stay on your back as you are. Melt and relax. As you feel ready, and if that is not yet, to remain where you are, but start to invite some movement to return to your fingers and your toes. And letting that movement start to draw the knees into the chest. And then starting to find your way onto your right side for just another moment here. Remember that every journey is yours and yours alone, to start, to move through, and to finish as it suits you. Trust your intuition and yourself. Trust the voice within you. And trust your journey. You are the only one that can decide whether it is good or bad, happy, sad, positive, or negative. That decision is yours alone. So resist the urge to let the outside world decide for you. Come into yourself, assess, adjust, move. Be patient with you. And then project all of that outward. For what you get out, you will get back in return. So share your love, your peace, your kindness with the neighbor, the unknown, and those you meet along the path. For you never know where they've come from or what they need. It might just be a smile or an encouraging word. But give them a piece of you to take, a piece of positivity, of love, of grace. For that is what you can do for everyone. It is free. It is simple. Find kindness in every step of your journey for you and those around you. As you are ready, make your way to a seat that suits you. Hands draw up to the center of your heart. Anjali Mudra. I thank you for sharing your journey and your practice with me today. The light in my heart honors and greets the light in yours. Thumbs to your third eye of intuition. Knowing that you truly are a blessing. Namaste. Thank you all. Otto says thank you as well. So thank you for joining me from my house. As most of us are in some form of quarantine in Allegheny County, we're on a stay-at-home order. So I am here with my pups. So thank you. Have a lovely day. I hope, again, this practice finds you well. Stay healthy, stay positive, and Hopefully we'll see you back in the studio in the near future. Namaste.